and you didn't fall through. Now you hit yourself, you can look at me, look at me. Yeah. You made me. Look at me,
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? Alright, so as far as anything crazy, we don't have anything crazy planned, but I am going to be taking two of my current cars out right now. I'm going to be taking probably the C6 and I'm going to be taking the LS3 350Z out. And the reason why I'm about to take these cars out for a little test spin is because this Wednesday, me and a couple of the homies plan on going to the drag strip. You guys know that I don't do a lot of dig racing, but occasionally I will take my cars over to Sonoma Raceway, get some testing just to see kind of what these cars will do. And right now, in between taking the 350Z, I did take this thing one time, and you know I didn't do so spicy. I think I did like a 12.3 or something, which I know this car should be faster now. So it would be nice to take the 350Z back out and get another redemption and test. But I'm also tempted to take the C6 out because I've never taken the C6 to the drag strip and just get an idea of what the C6 will run. Neither one of these cars are crazy fast. They're decent. This car makes just under 500, and so does the C6. The C6 probably makes, I want to say, maybe 20 horsepower less than the 350Z. But I think with all the added, the freaking, 100 pounds of Bondo and bodywork that went on this thing, along with the new cage, I don't think the 350Z is lighter than the C6. I actually think the C6 is lighter than the 350Z. And I think from a drag standpoint, from a dig, the C6 does have a lot more grip. And I think it's geared better for drag racing than the 350Z. 350 is geared pretty short. This thing does shift a lot, and that was one of my issues the first time I took it to the drag strip. Was right at the finish line I would have to shift into fifth gear, which freaking sucked, and it just killed the time. So anywho, so the only reason I'm hesitant on even not taking the 350 is just because this pillar that freaking blew off. It's kind of discouraging. It makes the car just feel like a complete buck, man. That's the only reason I'm like, do I want to take this thing? Other than that, it runs and drives perfectly fine. And then for the people that may be new or viewing for the first time, let me show y'all kind of what's in this thing. There you go. For the new people that may be new to the channel, the only difference between this motor and the C6 is stock with a BTR Stage 3, whereas this is a fully built Texas Speed motor with ported heads, Texas Speed Stage 3 cam, ported intake manifold, and a ported throttle body. So this does make a little bit more sauce, but like I previously said, I definitely think the C6 is lighter due to all the body work and the cage and everything, and the 350Z. Then here y'all go for the C6. Man, this thing dirty. Pretty much a stock LS3 with the cam, long tubes, boiler exhaust, and K&N intake setup. Other than that, pretty stock. We're not going to take the 350 out first. We're going to be taking the C6 out. We're going to see how this thing feels, and then I'll go from there on which one I want to take to the track on Wednesday. Definitely want to take this kind of, because like I said, I took it once before, and I know I can get a faster time out of this thing now. But I want to take this because I've never taken it. My boy Edgar's gonna be going with the Turbo 5.0. A couple of his turbo builds that he built. His few, I think one of his supercharged cars that he built is supposed to be going. So it's gonna be a group of us. So kind of sucks that my Fox won't be done. But then again, it's like maybe I wouldn't have drove it anyway because transmission or some shit would have probably broke. So I felt like this is like the safe bet on taking one of these cars. Anywho, let's jump in the C6 and get ready to head out. And of course, since I haven't drove this thing, it needs to fill up. This shit's on like E, so went to the gas station too. Ooh, that chompo. Alright, let's go fill up some gas and make a decision. Come on. Corvette owner problems, man. Hate these doors. When I said this thing was on E, I was not lying. Got the nerves to be on E like she'll never drink. Old thirsty ass girl. Boy. Jeez. Even though the 350Z does make more power, I feel like this car is more consistent. Obviously, we're gonna be doing it from a dig, so okay. This car does have super good traction, so traction shouldn't be an issue for me on Wednesday if I do decide to take the Vet. But yeah, I gotta definitely work on if I'm gonna take this car. I mean, we should have more grip at the track anyway. Actual prep surface. This car isn't overpowered, so I think it's just about where it needs to be as far as traction goes. And I mean, it's not like I'm looking to be like, all right, I'm gonna jump in the Vet and I'm trying to make this thing run 10s. Like, I'm not stupid. Realistic shit is like, I don't want to see this thing run low 12s to high 11s would be like the goal for it. You know, everybody thinks you got to run 10s and shit. Like, that is a lot harder than what y'all think. So if I can run low 12s, high 11s in here, I'd be cool. But shit, I wouldn't be surprised if I ran like a 13 or some shit. All right, let's try this again. See, that's where I keep stalling at. I should just let it slip a little bit longer. Let's try it again. Oh, just so low. I don't want to spin. Important. Like the 60 is gonna be super important on here. Like just then, stayed it on a little longer and it spun. And I don't want to swap tires, but I do have a fresh set of tires that I could put on here, and I think that would help with the grip. These are kind of old, already been freaking heat cycled, so I do have an extra set of 345s I could throw on, but I mean, I know I still got some use out of these. And again, it's only gonna be the launch that's the issue. After, like, once this car is rolling, it's good. Like, this car will dead hook first if I'm already moving. It's just the initial launch that's gonna be the problem. I gotta learn how to slip the clutch a little better or something. But I really think we can get low 12s in this car. I think that's a realistic goal that we can achieve. 11s, we'd have to have like a good 60, and track conditions would need to be ideal, like no oncoming wind, nothing like that. But I think this car would do it. We'll see. Let's see how the 350 feels when we bust a bitch and turn back around. I kind of want to take this one because, like I said, the gearing and everything is right, and this car definitely has more grip than my 350Z. See, look right here. Watch. If we're already rolling and you punch it, this thing goes. Doesn't have this much grip. The 350 was like, definitely would be fighting that thing. Nope. It's definitely gonna take some finessing. We'll figure it out. We'll definitely get it. So right here, this time around, I'm definitely gonna slip the clutch. If I was at the track, that's what I'd be doing. Right now, I'm kind of dumping it a little hard just to see how this thing would do. But at the track, obviously, I'm gonna be slipping it. I feel like slipping it works a lot better on street cars and street clutches and stuff. Like if you're not like a full drag setup, like you don't really want to be dumping the clutch. So basically, when you slip it, you just rev it up high and just basically take off aggressive. And that was way better. I think that's how we're gonna be taking off at the track for sure. Alrighty, let's try the 350Z out. I'm gonna need y'all help picking on which one, man. Let's try the 350Z out. Oh, my poor pillar. Oh, yeah. Out the garage where it kills my family inside. It's a good thumbnail. It's gonna be a thumbnail right here. Alright, the Z's all warmed up. So let's jump in, little baby, the GTZ, and take her around the block. Stop right here. Tire should be a little warm. Let's go up a little bit. I'm going to pull over to the side. Definitely has way less grip. Ah, here we go, starting to rain. It is starting to rain. Yep, there go the rain drizzles. Well, that sucks. We didn't even really get to test it. Ah, boo. I mean, the ground's not wet yet, but it has started to rain. Definitely has good grip. It's just the first to second shift, this thing has short gear ratio, so with the shorter gear ratio it like packs on way more torque than what the C6 puts down, just because of the the shorter gear ratio. But yeah, let's take this thing back home. It's freaking raining, so let's not risk breaking loose. I mean, obviously, your boy got them hands, but this sucks. I mean, the ground ain't wet yet. This car feels fast, but I still feel like the C6 might feel faster. I feel like I'm doing a bunch of shifting. Let's do that same little ease into it pull. One last dig. like if I take this to the track, I'm definitely gonna be fighting this car versus taking the C6 that I know is gonna do my 1-2 shift like I want to. This thing is like unpredictable when it comes to like that first to second gear shift. But again, we'll be at the track on the prep surface, so I don't think traction would be an issue if we decided to take the 350Z. Just hard to say, man. Two different cars with two different presences. Y'all can hear how aggressive this clutch is. Hear that? First is definitely gonna be a problem on here. Man, look how quick this thing revs up too. Alright, so we just got back to the house. Man, I am so tempted to take this thing out. Just because the last time I took it out, like I said, I think it was 12.2, 12.3, somewhere around there. It's like low 12s. And when I ran that, I had tools in the back. I had the subs in the back still. I had like some other tires on here that I didn't do a burnout to heat them up or nothing. I was spinning first and second. And I think it was less power. We have extra, what do we make? Extra 50, 60 horsepower? I can't remember. Or whatever we made, whatever the new number is compared to what the old number was is the difference of where we at now. So I think realistically this car I'd probably be able to get in the 11s. I think this will do it, but then again, I want to take the C6. You guys already know I have that Synergy ported LSA supercharger that's going to be going on here. So I really want to see what this thing does with that LSA. I think this is going to be one of the crazier cars out of the bunch. But we'll see. Let's move the C6 in and then we'll get the last little thoughts and stuff from you guys. Alright, so I need y'all opinions, man, in the comments below. Let me know. Would y'all rather see the C6 or would you guys rather see the LS3 350Z at the track? Let me know, man. Comments down below.